Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan Lugo. Thank you so much for tuning in here on a Victory Monday for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen Bowl 2.0 in the books. Jaguars handled their business in London. They arrived in London 1-2, struggling to get wins. They leave 3-2, first place in the AFC South. You love to see it for your Jacksonville Jaguars. I think this was the second biggest regular season win for the Jaguars under Doug Peterson, a huge win against a team that many believe is the best in the AFC right now, albeit an injured Bills defense, still a team that the Jaguars, were heavily favored to lose against. Pretty much everyone around the league, media, local media, was picking the Bills to win this game. I picked the good guys, got the dub. Had some nice predictions there. But right now, we're going to get into Jaguars and Bills offensive standouts, right? Jaguars, they had a really good day overall on the offensive side of the ball. There was some mistakes as well. We'll get into all of it. We'll dive into these standouts. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop and pick up some new Duval gear. Again, really appreciate y'all being here. So to kick off these offensive standouts for the Jaguars versus the Bills, Travis Etienne, he was special. It was a special effort for him. 136 yards on the ground, 2 late touchdowns for the Jaguars that really helped them seal this victory against the Bills. He also had 4 catches for 48 yards. That's 184 total yards for Travis Etienne and 2 touchdowns. Unbelievable. I mean, the speed, the contact balance, the vision, the elusiveness as well, the ability to break tackles. Etienne was doing it all today, and that speed to hit the edge, to hit the corner, it was just way too much for the Bills. I thought Travis Etienne had a really special game. I expected him to have a really big game, and he did in this one. I also expected Calvin Ridley to have a big game against a banged-up Bills secondary, a team that likes to play a lot of zone defense. I expected Calvin to be the featured target for the Jaguars, and the Jaguars, they spread it out really well, to their credit. But Calvin Ridley, he was the biggest target, especially on third down for Trevor Lawrence. Trevor and Calvin, that connection was on the money on third down. Ridley was so good, creating a lot of separation. He had 7 catches on 8 targets for 122 yards. I really liked them getting him the ball quick on the little end around to get him going early, get him the ball, get him comfortable, acclimated into this game early. Then you also saw Christian Kirk play a great game as well. He was finding the soft spots in the zone, making plays, 6 catches on 8 targets for 78 yards, also had a nice run on the day as well. So I thought overall the Jaguars' game plan offensively was really sound. Their top 2 receivers, Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, both played excellent games for them. And obviously Travis Etienne on the ground. Awesome day for him as well. Looking at their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, he played a great game too. 315 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. The touchdown came on the first drive, gave his guys opportunities to catch a couple more touchdowns that they were not able to come down with. Evan Ingram, he hit him in stride. Dane Jackson made a great play to sprint back and break up that pass. You'd like to see Evan give a little bit more of an effort there to go get that football. Then you also had Calvin Ridley was not quite able to get his second foot down inbounds on the sideline there in the end zone. But Trevor Lawrence, just a great day for him. He was so accurate, so poised. He faced a lot of pressure. He was getting hit in the head, wasn't getting called all the time. I thought that he played tremendously. Showed great leadership. Again, showed great poise as a guy who was dealing with some adversity throughout the game. He did have 3 fumbles in this game. We will talk about those. I think only one of them was really his fault, but I just thought he was spectacular for the Jaguars. Every single game that they've been in so far this year, I thought Trevor Lawrence has given them a chance to win the football game, and they did win this game to get to 3-2. For me, I think that throw to Calvin Ridley, third down, late in the game, you're trying to put this game away. He threw it from his 23 to the Bills' 40 with perfect velocity, dropped it in the bucket over the shoulder. Calvin Ridley made a really nice catch on that one. That was just chef's kiss at the end of the game for the Jaguars, and it led to Travis Etienne's final touchdown there. Really good stuff. Again, credit to this offensive game plan, the coaching staff, the players. They spread the ball around. They attacked all areas of the field instead of just keeping it all short like they have been in recent weeks. They really pushed the ball a little bit more this week. They ran the ball well as well. They had almost 500 total yards of offense in this game. They converted 10 of their 18 third down attempts. Progress, right? Lots of progress for them. I thought it was against a very good Bills defense, again, banged up Bills defense, but this was a game that really showed progress for the Jaguars offense. Talking about these Trevor Lawrence fumbles, the first fumble in the red zone in scoring position, you can't have that. Cam Robinson, he got beat like a drum really quickly by AJ Epinesa. I know this was Cam Robinson's first game back, but he was brutalized at times by AJ Epinesa, was just dominating the game for spurts of it, and Cam Robinson just got beat way too quickly there. Trevor Lawrence immediately had Epinesa on him, and he was unable to avoid the pressure, and Epinesa got that forced fumble. The second fumble for Trevor Lawrence was a horrible snap by Luke Fortner, went over his head, tried to grab it, throw it away, didn't work out, and ended up not being a turnover there. The ball ended up going out of bounds, but for me, I would not put that one on Trevor Lawrence either. I think that's clearly on Luke Fortner for, just delivering an uncatchable snap. And then the fumble, the third fumble, I do put that one squarely on Trevor. Holding the ball for too long, trying to make a play when you're in scoring range, when you need to be able to put points on the board, you cannot cough up the football, right? So you need to just try to get rid of the ball or get down and let Brandon McManus be able to give you at least 3, in my opinion, in that situation. But overall, again, fantastic game from Trevor Lawrence. One mistake with the fumble. I mean, I think that he might have missed 2 or 3 throws on the day. He was really, really good. There were some drops overall for the receivers, but a good day overall. Zay Jones had a drop. Travis Etienne had a drop. You'd like to see Evan Ingram give a little bit better effort on that potential touchdown. You'd like to see Calvin Ridley be able to get both feet down. But overall, very good day by the Jaguars in the passing game. Trevor Lawrence, the pass catchers, Doug Peterson and Press Taylor dialing it up. I did think overall the offensive line did pretty well in pass pro outside of Cam Robinson's struggles with AJ Epinesa, which they were big-time struggles. They were decently clean outside of that, certainly not perfect when it comes to pass protection. I did think there was too many penalties on the offensive line. Anton Harrison had 2 penalties. Sheriff got 1. Cam Robinson had 1 as well. I didn't think that the interior of the offensive line did very well early on in the running game, but I do think they improved a little bit throughout the day. The Bills do have a formidable defensive front, no doubt about it, but I think you would like to see your interior guys play a little bit better. Walker Little did go down, so you had Tyler Shatley come in, but you expect him to be able to play well when he enters the game. So for me, meh overall for the offensive line. Yes, you have moving parts. You have guys coming in. You have guys getting injured, different things. But overall, I think you want to see them continue to improve. I don't think that they're playing at a super high level overall. And again, the Luke Fortner bad snap, can't have things like that. Can't have AJ Epinesa beating you off the snap and being able to get into Trevor Lawrence's lap that quickly, Cam Robinson, right, in the red zone. So very meh overall from the offensive line, but they did enough to allow Trevor Lawrence, this passing attack, and Travis Etienne to thrive in this game. So really good stuff for the passing attack. Great stuff from Travis Etienne. Offensive line, So looking at some of these injuries before we get out of here, Zay Jones left with the knee. Made the awesome grab in the end zone early, then had a drop later on. We'll have to see where he's at with the knee. He had a knee injury coming into the game. He had missed the prior 2 games. So hopefully he's not like regressing and going to have to miss a bunch of time, because Zay Jones, while he can be up and down in his performance, he's a guy that really can help elevate the Jaguars offense. Cam Robinson's dealing with an elbow injury. Sounded like after the game he'll be fine, but did not have a great game. Had the elbow injury. We'll see what his status is kind of moving forward. I think as long as he's healthy, he probably is your left tackle in Jacksonville, at least for the 2023 season. But he's going to need to play better than he did against AJ Epinesa in this one, no doubt. Walker Little had the knee injury pretty early in the game, did not return. We'll see where he's at. I don't think the Jaguars really have a good idea of where he's at until they get some more testing done now that they're back in Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, he was in the concussion protocol on the sideline for a little while, got through it, got back in the game and made a bunch of big plays for the Jaguars, so I think he'll be good to go as well. But yeah, you did have some injuries on the offensive line. You had the Zay injury as well, so we'll see how that all plays out for the Jaguars, but a huge win for them, a very good offensive performance. The good thing about this offensive performance, though, is while it was impressive, while they did improve on third down, while they were attacking more vertically and getting the run game going, and I think just dialing up some better plays overall than they have through the first 4 weeks, there's still a lot of room for improvement. They made a lot of mistakes still. Trevor had a mistake. Travis Etienne dropped a pass. Zay Jones dropped a pass. The offensive line picked up a bunch of penalties. They did not play mistake-free football. So there's a lot of room to improve, even though you had a really good game here. So I think that can be really encouraging from a coaching standpoint. Yes, we went out there, we got the job done. We got 2 wins in London. The offense looked improved in both of those games, but still lots of room for improvement. So I think you can definitely build on that. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the content, again, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear. Today only for Victory Monday, we've got hats 25% off. Use code Victory Monday. Again, really appreciate y'all tuning in. Have a good one.